The first time I'd laid eyes on my wife, I knew that's the person I was destined to be with.
John and I had the perfect marriage. We did everything together, somebody I could actually trust and confide in.
The day she found out about the affair, she immediately put up a brick wall.
My husband, John, had the affair with my sister. I'm not too sure if I can completely get over it.
Betty's sister, Molly, is the black sheep of the family.
Molly started in with, I have nowhere to go, I have no home. So my husband says, well, you know, let her stay with us.
I was attracted to Betty's sister. I'm a by nature.
I've had suspicions all the time. She was doing my husband's laundry, making dinner plates and taking it to him. I tell her to quit doing that, and she'd look at me and go, oh, boo-hoo, poor Betty.
Over the course of the affair, which lasted about 6 months, we probably got together a dozen times. I didn't look at it as sisters. I looked at them as women. And I was having an affair with another woman, not my wife's sister. When me and my wife first got married, she was extremely devoted to me, spent a lot of quality time together. And then when her sister entered the picture, she became extremely bitchy. When I finally admitted to my wife her suspicions were true, I don't think I had ever been that low in my life.
He said, I've been having an affair, and then, boy, I feel so much better. I'm so glad this is over with and out in the open now.
So on one hand, I have my wife constantly down my throat. And then on the other hand, my sister-in-law was doing everything in her power to make me feel wanted.
And I'm still sitting there looking at him thinking, wow, you know, I'm really glad you feel better. You know, I'm happy for you, which I'm not. I wish you'd go crawling a hole of die somewhere right now and out of my face.
Deep down in my heart, I knew that me and my wife could work it out because I was still in love with her.
I was hurt, I was angry, I was upset, I was devastated. I did consider leaving John, but I really didn't have the money to go anywhere.
The thought of losing my wife was probably the most vile emotion I had ever gone through. And sad part, because it was self-inflicted.
I will never forgive my sister, ever.
In the 2 years since the affair with my sister-in-law, I haven't won an argument, and I know I'm not going to win an argument because no matter what the argument is about, it always ends with, you my sister. What can I say to that?
The only thing me and John argue about is the affair. The only.
The affair with my sister-in-law has drastically affected my sex life with my wife. It's non-existent.
It's totally destroyed my self-esteem because I often think, did he do this because she's younger and I'm getting older, I'm getting gray hair now, am I becoming too much of a bitch?
I wished my wife would just get over this affair. I mean, everybody's moved on.
It doesn't seem like he really felt sorry about it. And I feel like he doesn't understand the hurt and the devastation I've gone through with it. And as time goes on, the more I think about that, the more angry I get.
The affair with John just happened. I was never in love with him. I was living at my sister's house. She wasn't paying any attention to him. It just happened. It lasted about 3, maybe 4 months. I had sex with him twice. First thing in the morning, as soon as he was away from Betty, on his way to work, he would call me 100,000 times a day. I love you. You never can tell with people that are cheaters. I never had any hopes of him ever leaving my sister. I had an affair with my brother-in-law. My sister hates me for it. She can't move on. I moved on.
Well, Molly's been watching the show backstage, so we're going to have Molly join us now. So, Molly, why don't you come on out? John, why don't you sit over here with your wife? Molly?
Hi.
How are you? You two haven't seen each other for a while, right?
No.
No.
You haven't spoken to each other?
Nope.
Anything you want to say to her after seeing her after all this time?
How could you do that to me after everything I've done for you?
It's not
For
that I wanted
years.
to do it to you. It happened. I apologized to you once already, and I'm apologizing.
never apologized
yeah, I
to
did.
me. No,
you
you
never
haven't.
accepted my apology. You didn't want to hear my apology because you're angry with me. You hate me for that.
Oh, yeah, I do hate you.
That's okay. That's your prerogative. You can hate me all you want. That's your prerogative. But I've moved on.
You're a
I'm
selfish
happy.
person.
Tell me what that means, I've moved on.
I've moved on.
What's that
Meaning
mean?
I don't want to be a part of the drama anymore. I don't want to be a part of their drama life. That's why I stay away from them.
You are the drama.
That's okay.
No, seriously.
But I've moved on, and I'm happy, and I don't need any of that.
I had a good marriage, a good family, good kids, and then you got in the middle of it.
What do you want me to say? Betty, I've already told you I'm sorry. How many times do I need to tell you that I'm sorry?
Because I'll never forgive you.
I know.
Ever.
That's okay, and that's your prerogative.
Truth be known, you really don't have any remorse about this, do you?
Oh, I have a lot of remorse. I regret everything. I never even should have. The way I felt is that I never, ever should have even agreed to go into their home.
That's not what I'm talking about. Do you have any sense of conscience? Do you have any sense of the gravity of the role you have played as an interloper, as an intruder on this relationship? Whether you thought the relationship was good or not, whether you thought she was being hard on him or bitchy to him or nagging to him or what, which, by the way, is none of your damn business.
No, you're right. It's none of my damn business. And the only reason I'm here is because my mom thinks that for some reason my sister and I are going to start getting along again. It'll never happen.
Do you have any regard for your sister? Do you love her? Do you have any regard for her?
Why should I? Why should I? When you can apologize to somebody and they can't forgive you, why should I?
There seems to be a little lack of sincerity in the apology. I mean, honestly, it's like, okay,
time?
look,
No.
I told you I was sorry, okay? Get over it.
Dr. Phil, I was there when the first apology was given, and it was a very sincere apology, but then the attitude came out, and she wasn't able, and I understand that, why she couldn't accept it. I understood that.
You should not accept the apology.
I didn't.
You should not accept the apology because it's not genuine.
And I know
in my opinion, all I can do is tell you my opinion. It is not genuine. And let me tell you,
but I'm not going to say it again.
when you run it off, well, that's okay. It won't be missed because it's
Believe me, it doesn't hurt me at all.
it's not sincere. At this point, you're angry at her.
No,
Okay.
I could care less.
Okay, yeah, I understand. And do you think that's? I mean, are you proud of that fact? I mean, do you think that's becoming to you to have that
That I
attitude
can
about
move
it?
on? Yeah, I'm very proud that I can move on.
Do you think it's becoming to you to have this arrogant, I could care less attitude about my sister? Make no mistake, you haven't moved on.
Oh yeah, I have.
No, I know you think. I know you like to say
Believe
that,
me,
but
I
the
have.
truth is, if you had moved on, you wouldn't have so much venom. You wouldn't have so much anger. You wouldn't have so much angst about the whole thing. So you can say that if you.
I've moved on.
Okay. All right. Yeah. There are conflicting reports about what happened, and I know the details probably seem important to you, but in the grand scheme of things, they're
Just
really
certain
not.
details.
What is it you want to know?
Oh, just the little details. Like I wanted to know if they ever said they loved each other.
And you found that
And-
out today because they both said they did.
Yep,
You
I've
actually didn't
heard
say
it.
you did. She said you did. Did you tell her you loved her?
No.
Never said those words.
No.
But see, I don't believe him, but that's okay.
Oh, I heard it on tape that he told her.
Whatever.
I heard it on the telephone that day.
No, didn't happen.
Okay, you have to assume it happened.
Right.
Okay, I mean, given all the other context to this, I have to. You just need to assume that these two were talking love between each other. You would be a fool to believe otherwise.
I believe they were, and I knew they were.
Okay, so we're going to put that one in the known, even though you deny that.
It's fine.
You have to deal with it as though it's a fact. What else is it you feel like you need to know?
The other thing I want to know is if you honestly, really, truly want to be with me, stay with me, and never, ever do this ever again to
I'm
me.
on Dr. Phil, Bob. That's enough said right there. I mean,
That doesn't prove anything
I'm
to me.
taking my dirty laundry on national television.
I know what you say to me. I need for you to show me.
Fair enough.
Saying things, it's words. It's nothing but words that goes one ear
That's
and
why
out
we're
the
here.
other.
That's why I'm here. Which is,
What she needs from you, she is not getting. Emotionally, mentally, verbally, behaviorally, because you've come in with saying, hey, it's been 2 years. Come on.
Well, that's
is
not
this
my
a life
only
sentence?
attitude,
No, listen.
though.
No, You need to let me finish.
That's fine.
You really need to let me finish. I'm trying to help you here.
Okay.
But if you want to talk, go ahead. You've had 2 years to talk, and it got you zipped, but just have at it.
Well, my God, you guys want to sit there and think like, you know, there has not been no recovery. There has been recovery.
For you.
Fair enough.
No, go ahead. The floor is yours.
You know, I could sit here and talk and
Get you nowhere.
do what, Bob?
Get you nowhere.
Yeah, it gets me nowhere. I mean, I was under the impression we had some recovery. At least that's what you tell me. That's what you tell me. We have done some recovery, and the whole reason we were here was because we had progressed in that recovery to a certain point, but there was still a trust issue. And what steps we needed to take to finally be able to overcome that trust issue.
You need to understand that you can't change what's happened in the past, but you need to work on something called empathy. And that is, you need to work on trying to see things through her eyes.
Okay.
Because, you know, there's an old saying, if I'm going to sell Betty what Betty buys, I better see things through Betty's eyes. And that means you need to understand that at this point, she will never get over this unless and until she truly believes that you get what you did to her. It isn't a matter of saying, yes, I slept with her 11 and a half times, I did this, I did that. That's not the point. The point is, unless and until she believes that you truly understand what this did to her as a woman, as a mother, as a wife, what it did to her trust, what it did to her ability to exist peacefully in her own home, until she really believes that you understand the gravity of what you took away from her, when you did that, she will never, ever begin to let this go, because she will not understand that you get what you did. You ran this off in the ditch, and it's your job to clean it up until.
Got no problem.
And here's how you do that.
I'm willing to do that.
Here's how you do that. You do that by truly listening, not defending, not explaining, not denying, not arguing facts. It's about feelings at this point. It's about feelings. You have to make a decision. You can spend the rest of your life playing the victim, but the clear truth about this is you're choosing to be here. You're not a victim by being here. You were victimized by his behavior, but you are choosing to be here. You can choose to leave. But if you choose to be here, then you need to choose to find a way to get past this. And I'm not saying you should. If you don't want to, go to the courthouse and get a divorce.
I don't want the divorce.
If that's what you want to do, then do it, and nobody would fault you for that. But if you stay, you need to stay with a spirit of getting past this. You need to stay with the spirit of doing whatever you have to do to heal this relationship, and that begins with trusting yourself enough that if he cheats on you again, you can handle it. You'll pick up your marbles and leave, but you know that you'll be okay. And if you two need some help, I will get you some help.
We need it.
I will get you some help to sit down with somebody that will walk you through A, B, C, D, and E, the things that I truly believe you need to do if you're going to have a chance to heal this. Will you take the help?
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Will
I
you
would.
take the help?
Yes,
If I set
will
that up,
take
will you
the
do
help.
that? And you go, and I don't care how many times you got to do it. You have to do what you got to do. You ran it off in the ditch, however long it takes to get it back up on the road. That's what you got to be willing to do. If you're not willing to pay that price, I understand. You need to leave.
I'm willing to pay the price.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.